Hey guys, I'm Dmitry with Haro Canucks, and I'm attending a very interesting event where we have Victor Lucas, Alienware, and a whole bunch of gaming folks here that will be engaging in a roundtable discussion for sort of the future of PC gaming. I'm very interested to hear what Victor Lucas has to say, sort of the pioneer in this field of technology and video gaming as well. And also see some of Alienware's new gaming machines that they announced at E3 now finally making their way into Canada. So really excited to see exactly what we are to expect with their machines and also to see where the gaming industry is heading in the future. So let's go and check it out. So hey guys, I'm here with Victor Lucas, the guy from Electric Playground and an excellent show for Reviews on the Run, which are entertaining, high energy, and very informative as well.
Thank you.
We were here at the roundtable discussion talking about the future of PC gaming.
Yes.
So do you think PC gaming has reached a peak?
No, not at all. No. I think there's been a bit of a revolution in acceptance for PC gaming over the last few years, and I think we identified that Steam and to some extent Origin were part of that equation. I think part of the equation is also being able to plug your computers so easily into your television sets and plug in an HDMI cable and everything's up and running and running beautifully. I think day and date delivery of a lot of these console games on PC has really helped with that as well. I think what's happened is that PC gaming has been embracing a broader crowd and getting a broader crowd to get into games, and I think that part of what happened is that people bought PS3s and Xbox 360s and kind of reached the end of the life cycle and said, I want better looking stuff than this, and the buzz took a little long before the PS4 and Xbox One was really percolating. So I think a lot of people kind of shifted their sort of attention over to PCs. There's just so many solutions now that are much more affordable and much more, open-ended. They give you a lot more different kinds of ways in to play games right now.
Right.
And I think a large factor in PC gaming success right now is also these Steam sales and the lower price point that you get right out of the gate with a lot of this software right now. I mean, you pick up a game like Batman Arkham Origins for $10 or $20 less on the PC as a download than you do when you go to the store to buy it for your PS3 or Xbox 360, and you get a better looking game. I think people are cluing into that.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think is the biggest challenge right now for PC gaming industry moving forward?
I think it's Windows. I think that people have a real problem with the finicky nature of Windows as an operating system. Windows is also trying to do a great many things for a huge audience, and I think that's a challenge if you just want to jump in and play games. There's security issues, there's confliction issues, there's some cards aren't talking to some cards. It depends on
driver issues.
Yeah, driver issues. Some peripherals don't work. Some of your legacy stuff doesn't work. If PC gaming is going to become wider and more accepted for gamers that are even becoming more sort of invested in mobile gaming or tablet gaming right now, it just needs to be seamless. You need to forget about the technology. There's a lot more elegance with everything that's available to people right now. It needs to be even more so if it's going to be mass adoption out there. Steam is kind of throwing down the gauntlet by having their SteamOS on the back of Linux. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see Alienware come out with the Alienware OS that sort of threads through Steam, but I think that there should be just no barrier to entry from you sitting, at your desk or on your couch and jumping into your game.
So you think that's where SteamOS is heading into?
I think that's where games are heading,
right?
And I think PC games will adopt some of those things. I think the console games are going to adopt some of those things. People need to plug something in, turn it on, and you're going. And the PC needs to be like that too. I think what's true today, and maybe won't be true in 10 years from now, is that save your money on buying software for just one platform and just pledging allegiance to one thing. and spend a little bit more money to give you the widest access to the content that you want. You know, Sony is investing in a ton of incredible first-party titles, again and again and again. Same with Xbox, you know, same with Nintendo. You know, you don't need to just be one kind of game consumer out there, you know, and I've always kind of lived by that philosophy. I'm hoping for a day where there's a little more unity and there's a little bit more collaboration on getting access to this stuff. I think the idea that we have to join these clubs in order to have access to some of this content is it hurts the industry. I mean, it may give the business a little short-term gain in you know, you do well one quarter, but the next quarter you get hammered because somebody else came out with an exclusive that you can't play here.
Right.
I think in the long run that is a detrimental thing. I don't think we think about books in that way. I don't think we think about music in that way. I don't think we think about, you know, movies in that way. But with video games, it's like you have to root for a team and join a team, and you have to get a tattoo of a game brand on your arm, and I think that's a little bit silly because we all just want to be entertained by awesome games no matter where they are.
Do you have a favorite game?
Well, my favorite series now, my favorite game series of the current generation is the Arkham series, based on Origins. That just went over the top for me. It's an amazing game, again, and I'm a huge Bat nerd. How about you?
Well, my current favorite game would be Dishonored.
Yeah, that's an amazing game.
It's so much fun.
That was our game of the year last year.
Yeah.
Red Dead affected me. I finished the game and I was gutted by the game. I loved that game. You know, I didn't know that I wanted to be a cowboy as much as I did until I played that game.
Right.
You know, and it was a profound, moving, literate, beautiful piece of art. You know, it was just an incredible game, and it haunts me. I love that game.
What do you think of the Nvidia Shield?
I think it's the tip to the future. I think that portable, handheld, state-of-the-art is coming.
Because it seems like it's the concept of what you were talking about, playing something to TV or, you know, sitting on the couch, having that wireless streaming capability, but.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is like the technology is invisible in a way, but except the Shield looks like crap. You know, in that case, it looks like a big sort of like it was made out of wood or something. You know, it just doesn't feel sleek and elegant. It doesn't feel like something Sam Fisher would pack around with him. You know, like, and that's kind of what we need out of this stuff. You almost need like bendable, foldable. You know, you need to be just making gestures and suddenly it's on a giant screen. Like, that's where we need to go with games, I think. Forget the technology, but if we have technology, make it look cool. Look, Sony's PS4 controller is
they look awesome.
Incredible, you know, and Kinect 2 is a huge improvement over Kinect. I don't know, I'm still not convinced about motion gaming, but there is an elegance about the way the Xbox One has been put together, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Seeing where this is heading, 4K has emerged within the last year. It's finally making an appearance to the consumer market. Like you've seen, one behind us is 4K for $4,000.
Yeah, that's $4,000 for the monitor, another $4,000 for the computer to run the 4K resolution on that. Yeah. So I love good graphics. You know, I think that's a step towards our forgetting we're playing games and being lost in these experiences, and I think we need to constantly reach for that. I think engine design and graphic refinement and improvement and horsepower that can accommodate these grand visions that are in our minds, or you know, realizing these dreams is important, and it's a big part of the maturation of our medium. I think that we need that, but the question is, do we need to spend that much money to get that? So I think that we need 4K and curved resolutions. I think we need flexibility. Yeah, I mean, I think we're at the beginning of where this is all going. I mean, this is a very young medium, and it's technology based now, but I want that technology to sort of drop and just become you know, an invisible sort of access point to this incredible content. You know?
Absolutely.
And I don't want to be thinking about the fact that I'm playing. I want to just be playing. You know, I want to be lost in experience. I've seen Ender's Game, and I don't know when this is going to air, but the movie's great, and they've got some really fascinating tips to what the future of game design is going to be. Like really emergent kind of technologies and emergent storytelling that's based on internal biorhythms and internal, I guess, like analyzation, you know, based on psychiatric kind of
emotions.
Yeah, I mean that's what the book is all about.
Yeah.
That's what's portrayed in the film, and it was kind of wonderful to see this, because that's where you can tell we're being led. I mean, even the Kinect sensor with its ability to check your heart rate and all of that stuff, it's pretty freaky, but also pretty unbelievably cool that we're going to have this communication with our games in the future like that.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
Where the algorithms are just insanely complicated, but
we don't think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're lost in this imagination.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for taking time to talk to us. I'm sure
pleasure,
our viewers
Dimitri.
are going to enjoy all this commentary.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys.